What's goody, everybody? Welcome back. This is going to be part two or the Western Conference video, whichever way you want to look at it. Notice I got a Raptors sweatshirt on now instead of a Suns, which I had a Suns on. It's to not show partiality or whatever the word I'm trying to say is, like to not show favoritism. That's really high IQ word. Anyways, so I'm wearing a Raptors jersey now. Not a jersey, sweatshirt. But I'm wearing this since we're talking about the West. Oh, it's off-season moves for Western Conference teams. I think I forgot to say that, but now we're getting into it. The Mavericks just need to keep adding defense. As much as I hate to admit it, Luka Doncic is good enough to carry an offense. Now, I'm not going to say he's a great player because he can't play a lick of defense. Every great player needs to be able to play both sides of the basketball. I stand on that. That's why Michael Jordan's the GOAT. But anyways, Luka is good enough to carry a team on offense. So keep adding defense. I know a lot of Mavericks fans and a lot of people are saying Draymond to the Mavericks, but Draymond can't play with Luka. On offense, they both need the ball in their hand. And Luka ain't passing the ball. Let's just be honest, he's a ball hog. But Draymond's not optimal for this team. The Denver Nuggets are losing a lot of guys to retirement. DeAndre Jordan, Ish Smith, they should retire. Jeff Green, I don't think he'll retire, but you could definitely make a case that he should. But they're also losing Bruce Brown to free agency. He's going to get a bag. So as much as they're trying to build through the draft and everything, they do need a lot more depth that can help them come win now. And I think the one guy that I think they should sign is a guy like Kevin Love because he can play low minutes as a backup to Jokic. Ooh. Well, you Warriors fans are going to hate me with this one because my move for y'all is to trade Klay Thompson. At least look at the options of trading him. But I honestly think Wiggins is the number 2 for the Warriors. If he didn't have his off period dealing with the off the court issues that he was dealing with, I think the Warriors would have beat the Lakers. But Wiggins simply wasn't in his form from 2022, and that was a big reason. And I don't blame him at all. But that was a pretty big reason on why the Warriors couldn't be as dominant as they were the year prior. Because we all know Curry is Batman. Wiggins is Robin, and then Draymond's the butler because he just gives Curry the ball whenever he needs it. But Klay Thompson's kind of fallen off for me, personally. I'm kind of giving up on him. I don't care that you got 4 rings. I don't care that you won in 2022. You haven't really been the same from your injuries, and I don't blame you for that, but you're kind of hurting the Warriors at times because sometimes you can't even hit the side of the barn when you're shooting 3. So that's a little bit worrisome for me. The Houston Rockets are a very explosive team, but not one of them, besides maybe Jalen Green, can shoot the ball from outside. And sometimes he's really suspect about it, and he can't throw it in the ocean. All right, I switched from barn to ocean, but either way, you know what I mean. So I'm going to go really bold here. The Jazz just got John Collins, and they drafted Taylor Hendricks. So I just want to say, since you need shooting and you kind of don't have, like, I don't know, but this guy can play the 3 or the 4, and so can Jabari Smith Jr. What is the market for Lauri Markkanen, and is he somewhat available? Houston, I'm trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you. The Los Angeles Clippers would have three-peated the last 3 years if it weren't for COVID and the bubble. Bubble's fake. And then Kawhi and PG just get hurt, and it's bad luck. They would have three-peated, though. I will stand by that forever and ever and ever. They would have beat the Nuggets this year. They would have beat the Bucks 2 years ago. They would have beat the Warriors. Oh, wait, no. Ugh. Let me think. They could have low-key four-peated. I don't think they would have beat the Nuggets this year because the Nuggets were just that good. But I think they would have won 3 out of the last 4 championships. And it very well could have been a three-peat because they're better than the Warriors. The Warriors are the team that worries me. The Warriors are the team. But could have beat the Nuggets. They could have beat the Warriors. They could have beat the Bucks. And they definitely would have beat the Lakers if it weren't for COVID. And so My hope for y'all is you just keep praying because the supporting cast around Paul George and Kawhi Leonard is so good that if you just get one healthy season with them, the first championship will be brought back to the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, I know this Western Conference video is a lot bolder than the Eastern Conference one, but I'm going to add another bold take. LeBron is just going to leave you in free agency next year, Lakers, or he's going to retire. Either way, he only has like 1 year left on his contract, right? Trade LeBron. Your future is screwed. You got that bubble ring, but your future is screwed. That AD trade messed you up for a while, and I think trading LeBron could get you half the assets back that you lost. Just a little bit of a thought, but you can let me know what you think of that. I almost changed out of this Raptors sweatshirt, and put on a Grizzlies shirt because the Grizzlies are one of my favorite teams of the future. Just got Marcus Smart, and they just drafted GG Jackson. GG Jackson is phenomenal. I think in Memphis, he can really be something special. I think you need to figure out how to get some depth, however. And there isn't much money, I think, but I'd like to see you get even more annoying as a team. You already got pesky players. You just got Marcus Smart. Y'all ready for this? Jay Crowder to Memphis. Smart, Crowder, and Triple J. That would be a treat for the NBA. You're welcome. Minnesota had a great draft. Leonard Miller would fit next to Cat perfectly, but you got Rudy Gobert, which is still haunting you. But if you could trade him, trade him. But if not, I would like to see y'all try to get a guy like Dennis Schroeder to help out your backcourt a little bit, because it seems like you have 15 centers and then just Ant-Man as one of the few guards. Pelicans are going to be scary next year. Jordan Hawkins and Trey Murphy are nasty and can shoot. Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado can defend and hoop. McCollum is getting older, however, but Brandon Ingram is still very elite. He just isn't a one option. Where is Zion, though? Yeah, good question. I don't know either. I think you should trade Zion. I know you're hesitant about it, but I could honestly see a world where they trade Zion for Damian Lillard because they would easily win it all with Dame. This team is so good if they have a solidified one option. That's all I'm going to say, though. The future is bright for the Thunder, but they have so many young guards that not all of them are going to be able to play. Therefore, you should trade some of them and try to boost your front court depth. Chet Holmgren is going to be hit or miss. Don't rely on him. So, as you know, I was just wearing a Suns shirt. Suns were my favorite team, but I'm taking a 1 year sabbatical off of my Suns fandom because I traded Chris Paul. Now, the only thing I want to see the Suns do is just to not trade for an overrated, overpaid player. Unfortunately, it is too late. Ayton ain't getting traded, so I guess another second round exit is loading. You need to quickly get some ring chasing depth. Jeff Green and Blake Griffin would be nice, so I guess those are the two players you're going to have to rely on. Portland. The future is bright. You need to trade away Anthony Simons, though, because the offensive trio of Dame, Scoot, and Sharp is out of this world insane. However, defense is what you're lacking. Who better than Draymond Green? Nobody. Draymond Green is your target, assuming you can trade away Simons. The Sacramento Kings are stupid for trading away Prosper on draft night because they needed defense. Their defense is abysmal, and they had Prosper in the palm of their hands, and they traded him away. And you traded him to the Mavericks, and the guy that I wanted you to get is Reggie Bullock, who coincidentally plays for the Mavericks. So if you were able to have added him in the trade, oh, Sacramento. Yeah, Reggie Bullock's your guy. I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I'm just really mad about Prosper. You trading him. All right, Spurs fans, I get it. You got Victor Wembanyama, but please do not bank on him being some world-class all-star. He is going to be injury-riddled and could very well turn into Porzingis at his peak. And what good has Porzingis done when he's been in the postseason? Exactly. San Antonio is the best fit for Wemby, however, so there's a lot of potential for great things. Just don't bank on an all-star year. Utah got me questioning whether Markkanen is available for trade or not, because what value does John Collins bring you with that contract, knowing that you have Taylor Hendricks and Lauri Markkanen already at the position that Collins plays? I'm just a little confused. You may want to consider finally moving on from Clarkson and Sexton now that you got Keontae George and whatever Bryce Sensabaugh turns out to be. But yeah, trade Clarkson and trade Sexton. And that's gonna wrap it up from me today. Be interested in seeing what happens in free agency and trade wise, but I think Damian Lillard staying put. But there's a lot that could happen, but don't expect anything major. Just don't. But that's gonna be all from me. As always, it's been Bold Hoops with Jay Hoopa. Bye.